Good day, everybody. My name is Chris Wong. I'm a proud employee at Chang Yi Shin. And today I'll be introducing you how to install the CYS-311. Now before we begin, let's do a parts check. Alright? So as you open your box, you should notice that we have the faucet's main body with the spout, and we have the faucet handle body, okay, where it is the main handle. Also, you should have a control box. Alright? Now, the adapters may not be connected. I want you to note that this one is the one for the inlet of the control box, and this one is for the outlet of the control box. Also, you should have a wrench set over here. Okay, you should have a bracket for the handle body over here. And here we have three pieces, which is called the main body nut assembly, okay, which is used to mount the main body. And we have a steel weight, which I like to call a ballast, and we have an extra hose. Unless you have all of these components, if you're missing any one of them, please go to your local dealer and request that they give you the missing parts, because all of these parts are necessary for the CYS-311 to function properly. After you've removed your old faucet and turned off your angle stops, the next thing you want to do is basically mount your faucet bodies. Okay, now this is basic stuff basically. Alright, as you can see, this is the handle body we have right now. Alright, and to mount it, you're going to need to use the bracket, and you're going to need the nut. Alright, now as you mount it, just make sure that you know what you do is you use the bracket basically, put it through this little copper piping that we have here. Okay, its main purpose is to keep the handle body fastened, safely fastened to your deck, and of course it keeps the pipes all well organized. And when you're done, just tighten the nut onto the pipe. And when you're done, you can use the wrench assembly that we provided you to make it even tighter. Alright, so that is the handle body. When you're done with the handle body, what you want to do next is then you want to mount the main body. Now mounting the main body is very, very simple. All you need are the three components that we call the nut, the fastening nut. Now keep in mind, the order is always put the soft one in first, then you put in the hard one, and then you put in the nut. Alright, so make sure that you put the cable assembly and the water hose through the three. Alright, so as I shall demonstrate right now. So what you do when you put the body down first, alright, so what you do is simply take the soft part, the soft gasket or a ring, whatever you want to call it. Then you put the hard one. Oops. And then you put in the nut. And all I have to do is simply tighten it with any kind of pipe wrench that you have or a conventional wrench that you want. So once you've done fastening the main body and the handle body, here comes the difficult part, where it is connecting the hoses. Alright, now let me explain. The first thing you want to do before you connect any hoses, I want you to understand how does the control box work. Alright, so this is the control box. And as you can see, there's a little black thing here on the inlet adapter. This is a filter. Okay, this is a filter. I want you to understand that the weakest link in any automatic electronic faucet, all right, is the electronic components, which could get dirty and clogged by poor quality water. Okay, water with dirt or sand or anything that might clog the system. All right, so I want you to regularly, okay, it's very simple actually, just unscrew it, untighten it. All right, I want you to regularly check this filter here. Okay, clean it. All right, don't worry, it's reusable. You can reuse it as many times as you want, as long as you keep it clean. All right, when you're done, make sure you tighten it nice and tight. All right, so this is the filter. Okay, also before connecting any hoses to your angle stops, please make sure that you bleed the system, making sure that you get rid of all corrosion or rust or debris from the piping. Okay, because I've had bad experiences with electronic faucets in the past, to be honest with you, and it was not the electronic faucet's fault itself, it was because I forgot to bleed the system. Always bleed the system before connecting any hoses. All right, so basically, all right, this is the correct order that you should do it first. All right, first, you take the black hose. Okay, take the black hose and you connect it to the outlet of the control box. All right, which is going to be right here. All right, so you screw this black hose here. Here. All right, so you connect the black hose of the main body to the small socket of the outlet adapter. Next thing that you should do, all right, is, as you remember, we've had an extra hose. Now, what does this extra hose do? All right, this extra hose here, you have to connect it to the handle body. The hose basically has two sides. All right, I'm going to use very simple English. A big side and a small side. Connect the small side to the hose where you've mounted your bracket to fasten the handle body to your deck. All right, so you connect this hose here to here. Okay, make sure that's tight. All right. Once that is done, the other side, okay, the other side of the hose basically is connected to this side of the control box. This side. Don't worry, our system is fail-proof. As you can see, even if I was not very sure, okay, there is no way, okay, there's absolutely no way that I can connect this hose to this socket. All right, you connect it here. All right. So once again, the extra hose, the small side, connects to the handle body's copper piping on the side here. The other side connects to the outlet of the control box on the big socket. Once that is done, the next thing you want to do is you will notice that the handle body has three hoses coming out of it. There are three. One is red, one is blue, and one has no color at all. I want you to take the one that has no color, and I want you to connect it to the control box inlet. There's only one socket for the inlet, so you connect it to the inlet. All right, again, I repeat. The hose that has no color coming out of the handle body connects to the control box's inlet over here. And there's only one socket, so you can't go wrong on that one. Once that is done, and I emphasize again, make sure that you have bleeded your water system. Let it run for a while. Make sure that there are no debris, rust, or corrosion left in the water system. We want clean water to go in the system, and I'll guarantee you, if you do that on a regular basis, clean the filter on a regular basis, This faucet will last you a lifetime. All right? Now, the next thing we do is very simple. We've got blue for cold, red for hot. You link the red one to the angle stop that provides hot water. You link the blue one to the angle stop that provides cold water. Sorry. And basically, you're ready to rock and roll. Not exactly. There are two little steps that we forgot. One is the sensor cable assembly here. Okay. Note that there's going to be an arrow on the sensor cable. All right. And you take the control box here, and there's this black thing here. You remove it, and simply match the arrow. There's going to be an arrow on this side, and there's going to be an arrow on this side. Just match the arrows and slightly pop it in, and it's connected. The best way to test if the faucet is working or not, just use your hand and take it close to the sensor, and you'll hear it click. Now, this 311, the CYS-311, is basically wave once to open, wave again to close. So I just wave it again, and I can sense the control box having movement inside. The solenoid valve going up and down. I'll do it again. I don't know if you heard the click. And it closed. Another way of testing, of course, if the control box is faulty or not, is there's this button here that you press and it'll turn it on. And you should hear it click. And you just press it again to turn it off. All right, that's the test button for the control box. All right. Normally, if the control box does not respond, it's normally a battery issue. Try to check the batteries. Please only use alkaline AA batteries. Okay. Even better, please only use batteries provided by Chang Yi Shin or your dealership. Okay. Do not use conventional dry batteries. Okay. Those batteries will run out very quickly. They might cause damage, and we will not be responsible for any damage caused by using improper batteries. All right, so once you're done, basically your faucet is ready to go. Before you start though, check for leaks. I know there's a lot of piping here. Check for leaks, okay? Leaks at the outlet, okay? Leaks at the inlet, leak at the copper piping on the handle body. All right, and once you're done checking for all your leaks, the last thing you want to do is to connect the ballasts to the black hose. Now, whatever position really is up to you. All right, so we have the two ballasts. Put them here. There are two screws provided in the package. You use the screws to fasten the ballast or the steel weight to the black pipe. Okay. Now, whatever position you want, it's really up to you. Just keep in mind, if you keep it closer to the handle, the faucet body itself, the main faucet body, the pull down option will be a little shorter. Okay, but if you want a longer pull down option, then just move the steel body towards the control box. All right, if you have any questions regarding our product, or the installation of our product, please check for our website, www.changyishin.com.tw, or you can email me personally at chris@changyishin.com.tw. I wish you enjoy the new faucet that you've bought, and I wish you all a good day.